We bike. My computer overheated. I just opened the windows. It's a little cool out tonight, so should cool my PC off a little bit. It's kind of warm in this room. Bang. Fuck, I forgot we were supposed to do that tonight. Let's do that Wednesday. What topic you want to do? Black men unreliable. Black men are unreliable. You said abolish black men? That's what you said? Crazy. Do you want to talk about emasculate, like the emasculation, like shits, like how black men are like obsessed with like being emasculated and shit? You can come on right now. I'll join VC and the BBC. Juice time. I got the juice. All right, I'm in a voice chat. I'll join the streaming chat just so that people know.
Hello,
What up,
my
Bank?
fellow
What up,
BBC
Freckle?
member.
From the Big Brain Coalition, the Big Brain
Big
Collective.
Brain Coalition. Yes, this is your coordinator, Big Princess on the line. You know, this is our
What up, Freckle? What up, Big
ambassador.
with you, Lizzie?
This is our Baltimore ambassador.
The meeting of swords.
Yo, imagine if we actually were always on stream like that. Well,
Right.
hello.
The chairman of the Baltimore chapter of the BBC.
Founding in ATL because ATL, yeah,
Hell yeah.
the big A.
A-Town. I'm not accepting that match. About to bink these kids up. Shout out to Bink Princess.
Shout out to one and truly. You feel me? Yo, okay. If you could meet, okay, if you can, okay, if you could meet a historic figure, right, in any time period, who would it be? And they have to be deceased, because you know the girl used to be like, "Oh well, I'm gonna meet
Right.
Angela." No, they have to be deceased. Okay.
Right. My top three probably be Harriet Tubman, Huey Newton, and Frantz Fanon.
Who's Franz Fennel?
He wrote The Wretched of the Earth and Black Skin, White Masks. And talked a lot about the play to like colonize people because he was African descendant from African slaves from he was a citizen of Martinique, like he was from Martinique, and just noted how different like during World War II that they treated the Nazi like POWs versus the Martinique soldiers that actually captured them and were fighting on behalf of the Allied powers or whatever. He just talks about the colonized mind of like, you know, get out type shit of white people, you know, like wasps inserting their cultures and practices and stuff into the colonized mind, into the person of color's mind, the black person's mind, and kind of yeah, he wrote about a lot of different shit, but he actually died here in Bethesda.
That's real.
Bethesda, Maryland.
Actually,
He had leukemia after World
okay.
War II.
I would want to meet Nefertiti. Not
Okay.
because she's the prettiest. Oh my gosh, she's the prettiest Egyptian queen. No, what happened is that I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's King's stepmother. I'm pretty sure, and her husband is also the one who did like the church state type beat. So basically, beforehand, it was the monarch and like you know the church type energy, and you know they both had different powers and everything, and it was separated. But then her husband is the one who established that it was church and state, and her husband died, so she became the queen and the ultimate ruler. She actually changed like where the city was, so like the capital changed, the whole entire I think it was either her or her husband. It doesn't really matter because at the end of the day she still was the one, you know, to be ruling. But it was the city capital changed, the rituals and like the church, like the temples changed. So basically a lot of change during her ruling,
Okay.
and I would just want to know the thought behind of like, damn, I'm really like a goddess now. That's pretty wild. Like just to sit there and like say like, I'm in a time period, so they think I'm like a monarch too. Just sitting there at the dinner table, like, oh well, you know, how does it feel to be, you know, warring with the Greeks or whatever? Like, you feel what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, just to sit there and just talk to the girls, and I think that would just be so interesting. Like, with just the thought process behind that. I would toast her. I would also want to meet what's his name? I'm so out bad for not knowing my history. Hello. What's his name? What's his name? Don't say his name. He's the one who did the pilgrimage to Mecca. What is his name? Don't say it. Don't say it. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm gonna cry. I'm so embarrassed. Hold on. Y'all. Oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Okay, whatever. You guys know
Talk
what I'm
about
talking about,
Muhammad.
Mr. Yeah. No, not Muhammad. What's his name? Mr. Gold, him. Yeah, the whole I went to pilgrimage,
Pilgrimage.
oh my god, yes, to Mecca, and he was like, he messed up Egypt's economy and everything. Him, that Mr. Man. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I know what I'm talking about, but I know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hold on, yo. Um, Mansa Musa. There you go. I didn't even look it up. See there. My mind went blank. I'm so bad. But Mansa Musa, because it's like, okay, I think one thing that
Mark.
people don't give credit for is how dedicated Muslims are.
Right.
And I think that's not only disrespectful, but also like minimizes like how much it takes to be a Muslim.
Right.
You feel me? Like not only with just like the pillars of Islam, but also like the ritualistic aspect of it. So it's just like imagine you go back in a day and you talking to Mansa Musa, and he's like, yeah, bro, I helped, Timbuktu out, help my peoples out, for Allah. And he just out here like, bro, let me talk to you,
Ooh, I'd want
because
to
not
meet.
everybody have that
I would definitely want to meet
the
Thomas
energy.
Sankara too. Thomas Sankara would be really cool to meet.
You have to explain because I don't even know half the people you be bringing up. No cap.
Thomas Sankara was head of state of Burkina Faso, and basically socialized that entire African country. He like vaccinated like 10,000 babies, planted a bunch of trees, collectivized all the industries, like installed women into positions of power in the state. Like he was based as fuck. Like Thomas Sankara is one of the most based people in history, I think, in recent history anyway, modern history.
I would want to meet. Actually, Frackle, I know you. You better be in chat. If Frackle not in chat, I'm jumping him. I want Frackle to tell me it's top 3. I need one more, so let's do one more. Who else? Who's the last person? I would want to meet. Who else would I want to meet? I don't want to pick anybody that's in like slavery or Jim Crow.
Right.
Cause like because that's basic. Like we want to meet all of them low key, but like I'm trying to pick somebody. Who else? I would want to meet. There's this.
Fuck. Lag.
I would want to meet. What's her name? There's a queen, and I think it was either.
Oh, come on.
In it was either in China, like ancient dynasties of China.
That was lag.
Or in the kingdoms in the like in not in the Middle East, but like right where like India is, and like where where's the other one? Pakistan is Pakistan. India. Bro, I'm so bad with geography, y'all. Oh my gosh. But basically, there was like this thing where the king had a whole bunch of concubines, and the concubine like they had to like ban having concubines because they were actually having political power.
Bro.
So they were like the oligarchy.
This
low-key.
dude's mad.
I would want to meet one of the girls. I would want to meet one of the girls. Cause y'all ban having concubines now because the girls have power. Like
That's why they had eunuchs.
I want to know that.
That's why they had
Yeah.
eunuchs. Is because they didn't want the people who were that close to the queen to have any.
It was like one of the girls like
This dude is lagging. That shit's crazy.
it's like one of the girls had her son become the prince and end up becoming the king because the king had an alcohol problem. I'm pretty sure it was the Safavids, which is like in the India region, Indian
Who's gonna send it?
Pakistan.
That's what we gonna film.
Okay, let me show the girls this. But yeah, I wanna meet somebody like like, you know, nowhere near modern era. Because I just think living like that, it's just so intriguing to me. I know it's bad because like hygiene and like everybody had to like work all the time wise, but like still like I think it's a humbling thing for me, where it's like, damn, the girlies really used to like make fabric by hand, like, and then like actively
Bonk.
had to sew that and wear it, right? No, walk for real. Like the girls really had to sit here and had to farm and like butcher like right in front of you, like you feel me? And I think,
What the fuck was
you
that?
know, like that's just interesting to me. Or like what's the place? I forgot the place name. Oh my gosh. Frackel, where's your top
What?
three? We're gonna harass you, bro. Where's the top three? Where's the top three? The question is, if you could meet three historic figures, right? They have to be
Like,
deceased.
Bro, like, what the
Three historic
fuck?
figures. Who would you want to
This
meet?
nigga lagging.
I'm lagging. Are you fucking kidding me?
Damn, that's wild.
Nah, this dude is lagging. He's calling me laggy. He's laggy. Look at how hard he's lagging.
Man, why every time this nigga hit me like I lag? Look at this shit.
He's mad.
If you could,
This shit is so laggy.
take one time period out of history, what would it be? My first is
shit
my
ain't
great
cool.
granddad,
I literally been this
who I
nigga.
never knew. He was first generation immigrant from Ireland. Second, Gautama Buddha.
Gautama Buddha's cool.
Third,
My man was mad as shit. He
Malcolm X.
quit
That's
because he
real.
lost because he was lagging and he was losing.
No, that's real. Me and Malcolm
That's a
X
cool
would be
list.
dope, no cap.
Me and Malcolm X would be tight just to see what he was like and like his whole process of experiencing like his falling out with the Nation of Islam and shit.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it's really trippy knowing that like the birthday of what's his name? Of MLK. Because he was born in 1929, bro. Like, that's wild. Like, seeing that date is wild.
Yeah.
That's trippy. X has so many thoughts and writings about so many things. True. I would want to see like a Shakespearean play, like when they first start doing it. Like I would want to meet Shakespeare.
Thanks for the like and
He's
share,
probably a
Key.
piece of shit, like low key. Cause like men, I just want to listen to him speak his mind about everything and soak it in. Yeah, that's real.
That's how I feel about it. What up, Key?
Yo, history is so trippy. Yo, y'all, we didn't have pictures or nothing, so you literally can only like actively know what something is based off like
Reading.
reading, hearsay, he say, she say, and then also like a painting.
Right. Games are going pretty good. I appreciate you.
That's so trippy, bro. Hella trippy.
Like video, the format of video has only existed for like less than 100 years, I think.
Yeah. There was like stop motion kind of sort of, but that wasn't even like widespread. 'Cause
Definitely
that's
like less than
the
200
first-
years.
That was like no, that's like no, it's like an ancient like thing. Okay, hold on. It's like a wheel.
Like the reel to reel, like you like crank it to take video.
No, it's like an actual wheel.
Oh damn.
I'm trying to find it. It's like okay, so you know like the projector, or like it is like pictures or whatever,
Yeah.
right? So it was like this old invention where it was like that, but it's like, how do I say this? I don't know if you had to crank it or whatever the case may be, but like it moved and it looked like pictures moving.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Dang, the girls used to walk around with their titties out. That's wild.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Titties, titties. A zoetrope?
A Zoetrope? What?
It's a zoetrope. That's what I thought she was talking about. It's a Zoetrope. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, that.
Thank you, Big Richie Lizzie.
Dang, the
I'm
girls
not
really
accepting this
are,
match.
Big brain. That's wild. Let's see where this came from, so I'm not freaking wildin'.
Body liberation.
Body liberation, true. 1833.
Damn.
That's what Wikipedia said. I'm sorry if it's European. I bet it was before that, but nobody knows about it. That's what I feel about it.
Right.
Sorry. That's me being anti-intellectual.
That's me
but
being
I'm sorry.
a separatist
It's
arc.
real.
It's me being toxic. It's me weaponizing my identity.
No, actively speaking, though. I think. Okay, so I said, if you could, delete a time period, what would it be? Right.
That's lit,
So
Keyblade.
I would delete the Dark Ages because I believe that okay, they had some argument about guys being able to walk around without a shirt and win the case. Nice. But yeah, I am curious about what drove my great grandfather to want to move here and how that all went down.
Yeah, I'm
that's
curious. I would want to know what drove Peter Rucker to come here because he left, and what would push him to buy slaves and own my family.
I mean, they were poor, probably.
Yeah,
That's probably
the myth, or like the apocrypha or whatever, is that his shipwrecked like 3 miles off the coast of Virginia, and he had to swim the rest of the way with nothing but the soaking wet clothes on his back and a giant barrel of brandy.
Remember when Gutenberg invented the printing press, except he didn't because it was existed for hundreds of years in China?
Right.
True, though. Actively, though. But, like, literally, though. Like, that's what I mean. Like, okay. So, I'll elaborate, right? So, the question is, the girlies in the chat can answer this, too. If you could delete one time period, what would it be and why, right? So, the reason why I asked this question the way I asked is because it shows how, like, people interpret history and how like the goals different goals of people, right. So for me, I would want to delete the Dark Ages because I think it contributes to the beginning, in my opinion, because I am a religious and spiritual person, the beginning of more anti-intellectualism, right? So in my mind, in my general understanding of history, right, there before the Dark Ages, right, well, before the Euros were doing a whole bunch with colonization and everything, right, there always has been this coexistence between spirituality and religion and intellectualism slash science, right? Well, it's not science as in like modern day post the enlightenment period, but there was a thing of like advancement in technology, right? Right. You still know how stars work. You still had philosophy. We still sat here had math and development of inventions, right? We still had all these things, right? But because of the fall of the Roman Empire, in my mind, right, is how
Facts, Keyblade.
thinking, right? I'm thinking of it because of the fall of the Roman Empire, right? There needs to be a sense of centralization, which took form of the church, right? And because of that, the girlies were like, you know what? I'm not able to read what I want, and I can only paint pictures of Mr. Jesus, and I really hate y'all. So the Enlightenment period happened. That's what happened, because y'all were traumatized. That's what happened. The church abused y'all, so y'all had the Enlightenment period and was like, we don't like spirituality in the church anymore because y'all are shitty and mean to me. That what happened. And then when colonization happened, y'all
Oh
sat
my
there and
god.
was like, I'm finna put that onto everybody else. Everybody else is in there singing kumbaya with religion and spirituality. Yes, people were like dying and shit because like that's how religion works. But at the same exact time, it's just like, y'all, everybody else was chilling. Actively just chilling. Like the Muslims sat there
You
and
just
did
gonna keep spamming command grab, bro, or like,
He's
I
mad.
mean, I got some spammy ass
shit with the
moves I
This
can
stars and
do too,
dude,
bro,
shit,
but like, chill with the
sat there
command
with
grab shit, bro. That
math,
shit kind of corny.
got the girls up with the girls, the Mayas and everybody already
I mean, we
calculated
spamming,
shit,
bro. We can do
you
it,
feel
bro.
me? But y'all were just sitting there salty because y'all had to sit there and praise the Lord and sit quiet. And after that, y'all were just like, you know what? I don't
this
like
dude's
Bro,
y'all,
mad
we
as
keep
shit.
and
blocking every fucking thing, bro. And,
y'all being weird,
oh my gosh,
and
bro.
just sat there and went across the seas and started messing up everybody and they
Come on,
peace.
man. Let's keep blocking.
That's really what happened. And that's why I would abolish not the enlightenment period, but the dark ages, because if the if they didn't centralize with the church, then I think it would have been a more peaceful and a more
I mean, should you
progressive
spam command
time.
grab the whole
Not
first round, bro?
because of them not
Let me get my
centralizing with the
main
church,
note
but
since we
because of
spamming, bro.
the
Run
restrictions
that
of
back.
the church,
This
if
dude's
that
mad
makes
as shit.
sense. So that's
Run that back. See how many
my little
hours you got to
do.
be on this damn
What? Let
game
me read the
spamming
chat
like
because I
that, bro.
didn't
Let me
read
see.
anything. USA been lying to people a long time
Damn,
ago, telling them
700
living
hours.
an American dream and being
He's mad
duped.
as shit because I definitely didn't run it back with him either. He is mad as shit, but I agree with that in the mono
Yeah,
semiotic. He's
I had to
definitely
think
about to
about it
message me.
because I might want to delete the era where hashtag the commodification of layer. No, but like literally though, I remember it was something like Mansa Musa did something around with like labor, like had the like one of the first like Bill of Rights type energy alongside with a Magna Carta or whatever, like how one of the first shits of that,
He messaged
nobody
me.
talks about it. But yeah, I would want to delete that shit, bro, because it's just like now everybody has like European standards of like, the value of knowledge and everything, because y'all wanted to colonize and like and spread that message when it's like, bro, we were chilling. Like, I'm sorry, bro, if look, listen, with my basic as understanding of Confucianism is literally just communism, but less like the government instead of people. Like, actively said what I said. Like, sorry, that's what I said. Y'all drag me. But like, that's what it sounds like to me. Same thing with fucking anarchism now. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, guys, let's like go community wise, and it's like, bro, we've been saying that. Like,
Right.
we've been saying that, bro. You came over here and like slaughtered like the natives,
He's
and
mad.
indigenous people, and it was like, yeah, we
Well,
hear
that was
you.
his
We've
problem.
been
He was
saying
pressing
that.
block and he got command grab.
Tell him to press block. He's mad. I'm not even gonna watch the stream.
He didn't even block enough. He should have been ducking. My man was crouch blocking. That's why he kept getting grabbed. Goofy.
Yeah, Freckle, dude, it's your turn now. I like hearing Freckle's POV. I think it's
Hell
cool.
yeah, Freckles dope.
Freckle, if you could delete a time period, what would it be and why? What's the purpose of deleting it? You gotta go because Freckle is in here. Okay. It's a time period, right? You have to delete that time period from happening. And you gotta say why you want to delete it. and what was the purpose of deleting it. So I said I would delete the Dark Ages because the Dark Ages was because of the breakup of the Roman Empire and led to centralization based upon the church, which marginalized people based off of
Right,
expression
Keith.
and technology and basically intellectualism, which in turn led to the insurgence of anti-intellectualism and the hate of spirituality and religion coexisting with with intellectualism. That's what I said. Basically Euro shit, if you want to be real with it. Could have sort, hop, and punish. I've been reading, and the way he outlines Western philosophers creating outdated monuments of colonialism, kind of foundation I wish more global North leftness had. Yeah. It's like and like it's a thing of like valuing thought as well, because I do feel like
Oh, nice read right there.
I feel like we fetishize the Enlightenment period. Can we not delete a time point? I feel like we're here today because something in history went really wrong or really right. Change it, we may not be here. Yeah, I mean that's
True.
Yes, but I'm not. Okay, how do I say this? This is more so like I'm not really talking about time travel like word like wise, because that's kind of like time travel type beat. You feel me? I'm not talking about like a timeline. I mean like if like pet peeves kind of sort of, or like the biggest impact kind of sort of you kind of feel out. That's what I kind of mean about it. Because in my see like this, right? In my mind, one of the biggest part about history is nation building, right? And nation building comes with the influx of innovation, right? So for me, that's why I said like let's delete the Dark Ages, because like I think the Dark Ages set back the Europe as a continent, which made
What up,
the
Nacho God?
necessity of colonization, which in turn set back
Ooh.
the rest of the world, if that makes sense.
Hold up, bro. Where my mic at, bro?
For me, I think
Nigga just spam me in the
it'll be
corner and I'm gonna spam you back, bitch.
Oh, and he's gonna be mad when I'm next to Puda.
Go ahead, leave, bro. Leave.
right.
I'm sorry, that dude was mad as shit, and I had to go ahead and leave so he would be mad because he said I spammed him. And he's ready to message me too.
I think Eurocentric philosophy deletes the relation in favor of potential gain by the individual or social or specific cohort, right? Right. It's as I said, like it's a thing of like the reason why I don't want to do like us. Okay, the reason why I said it's not supposed to be like a timeline wise is because if we're doing if we were to think about it as like a time thing and like a timeline, really and truly, there's no guarantee that those things would had happened again.
Right.
Does that make sense? So that's why I said like more so as like a pet peeve type energy than like, well, you know, technically speaking, you feel me? So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
About to make all these dudes mad as shit.
I was just listening to a lecture on the origins of Western imperialism being driven by the of luxury goods. So wheat not driving trade, but silk making people rich. Right.
Facts.
So like that's what I mean. Like, okay, so Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Leading from a moment to see what else could have happened, right? Um, cause like think about it like this, right? The Dark Ages is basically, as I said, like the decentralization of Europe and the centralization of the church. So really and truly, people were just shit poor, but like nobody could really do anything about it because the only
Right.
way of getting education was through the church. Like that's what I mean. Like the development of Europe was set back because of, you know, the centralization of the church. So comparatively, if you were to do like all the time periods and like all the
Ooh.
timelines on one timeline, right? For um for like Europe, Asia, and Africa, right? During that time period, Europe was way behind. So as I said, with like to put it into perspective with like what aligned with Frackle, it made colonization a necessity because the economics was so piss poor.
Nope.
You feel me? So like, yeah. Also, there's a thing of like, I think it was like the Japanese, I believe, where they like,
I can't believe Albert
interacted
dropped
with,
that combo.
there's like this passage. I'll bring up my textbook if I still have it, but there's like this passage of like Japanese traders interacting with Europeans on the Silk Road, and they talk about how like how bad their not their Chinese but their hygiene was, that they like were like, yeah, we're not interacting with Europeans anymore. That shit was so fucking funny. They were like roasting the hell
That's
out
funny.
of him.
This dude's ready to be mad too. Watch. Better cut his mic on. It's like, nah, I guess not. Yeah, he actually picked next opponent. He was like, nah, I don't want to play this dude again.
I think a lot of the apocalypticism
Oh yeah, the plague years for sure.
of being a part of the players that led to the creation of clocks and transfer feudalism.
Yeah,
from,
imagine playing as
golden
Cetrion
Hill
and still being mad. Crazy.
into being externalized vehicle. Stinky Europeans. No, it was talking about their
Stinky.
teeth and talking about no, because like, oh my god, my favorite thing in when it comes on to history is shitting on people's views of like bourgeois. Like oh my gosh, I love because it's like, okay, I'll give you an example, right? The Palace of Versailles, right? They were so bad because they used to like have okay, so what happened is that they were scared of water, right? They were scared of water because at the time indoor plumbing was, well, you have like a chair and it's like the seat, and you like, you know, shit in the seat, and you get the bowl and throw it out. So they were throwing it out so often that it sunk into the soil and messed up the reservoir, the water reservoir that was under the palace, and that was connected to the river right beside the palace, and the village right beside the river was getting sick. So they got scared and was like, oh well, the evil is in the water, so the water is evil, even though that they have a whole bunch of fountains and like hot
Muchas
tubs
gracias, mi amigo.
and baths. Like were even though they had all of that, they were scared of water. So because they were scared of water, they literally like that's where like the whole powder wigs and everything come from, because they couldn't wash themselves. All they did was powder and like used I forgot what chemical they used, but they used a certain type of chemical,
Mercury.
I believe, right, to like bathe themselves and everything. So like, bro, they were weird, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna get into like menstrual cycle type thing, but holy shit, they were retarded.
The monosemiotic, that's funny.
No, but actively though, like imagine like going back in time and going to the Library of Alexandria. Like, holy, that would be so fucking cool. Also, y'all, people don't like to admit it, but like, Muslim drip go off. You're like being in like Timbuktu, like 12th century, go off. You feel me? Like that fashion was delicioso, but nobody likes to talk about it though, because people are weird.
This dude's about to be mad too.
It's not shit. Because it could just not shit. No, but like that's what I mean, because like people are like, oh my gosh, wow, I love the bourgeois so much. Oh my gosh, I want to be like them. Oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, the French. Oh my gosh, the British. Like,
Thank you for the
I
like.
love it so much. But it's just like, no, but like y'all were being weird about it though. Like y'all were being cool. Like y'all weren't being cute. Like that shit was so fucking funny. Yeah, North African Muslim culture is
Mercury and talcum to get clean. Yeah, fuck them. They were out here wilding.
no, but like, yo, like they're like their medicine before medicine was so like.
I'll give my guy
so
a rematch.
wild.
What up, ZZ?
Hey, yo, what's up? I would want to meet the founder of the what is it called? It's like the National Organization of Black Women or something like that. I forgot what it's called. But it's something like that. When I see Spanish in text, all I see is grammar. That's all I see. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. I like pick and I can like pick and see some stuff, but I don't see anything else. To be real with you,
Holding
my
block.
brain is bad. You know who I also would want to meet? I forgot what his name is, but there's like this Euro who was in South America and he like was fighting for indigenous rights before it was cool, and like basically like buying out like the pieces of land or whatever that they were doing during I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the freaking economic system is called. That's so bad. Oh my gosh, my brain is so like booty right now because it's late as fuck. But like, he basically like bought out the huge amounts of land and like gave it to indigenous people and was like, yeah, y'all do. You feel me? Is that Lempiao? I think so. I think so. Bro, he must have had indigenous kids though. No cap. There's no way he fighting for indigenous rights with you not having kids. I'm
Right.
sorry. Especially like for that time period. No,
Go
this
ahead,
is not
next
him.
him.
This is not the person. This is not the person.
Mario Benito or Maria Benito?
This is not the person.
I said Mario.
No, he's not indigenous. He's a Euro. He's a Euro, and this is like during like hardcore slavery. I forgot.
You're aside.
god.
Mayo side. Psych. Just kidding.
I mean, like, yeah, I think this is his name. Is this him? Is this him? Is this him? I think this is him. Hold on. He's Spanish. Oh my god, no. I can't wait until we just are humans and we like take off our boobs and just are like just hang our genitals on like and just wake up and be like, yeah, I just want to fling today. Okay. I found it. Is this him? Okay, his name is Bartholomew de las
Ooh.
Casas. Him.
Thanks, Frackle. Thanks for hanging out.
Later, Freckle. There you go.
Bink, 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 bink. Oh.
Bro, this man's had indigenous kids, bro. I'm telling you. There's ain't no way he was going that hard for indigenous people during slavery, bro. And he didn't have indigenous kids. Bartholomew de las Casas, a Spanish priest.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
I know
He's
this
from
dude
the
is mad.
1400s. That's what I'm telling you.
The Jenkins.
Shut up.
Third.
Ooh. Get stepped on. You're mad. He's about to cut his mic on.
Yeah.
Oh, nah, he's not.
He was born 1884. I'm pretty sure he traveled with Christopher Columbus. He traveled, I'm pretty sure, if I remember my history right, he traveled on the third boat for Christopher, I think it's Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus.
Nope. Binkity, binkity, bink.
Yeah. And he sat there for a hot minute being a priest that was out here being like, I'm spreading the gospel, but I'm also colonizing you. He was one of those girls. He was one of the girls
come on.
who was doing the whole missionary thing in quotation marks. He was one of them. But then he was like, I have a train of heart and I'm going to fight for indigenous rights. And then sat there and like
I blocked that.
out like a whole bunch of plot of land and gave it to indigenous people and was like fighting for indigenous people and was like reporting back to Spain and was like, yeah, I'm gonna what y'all doing in the Americas is whack, and was like fighting for them for a hot minute. And then like I think one of the Spanish people, Spanish monarchs was like made him like a general or something like that, and that's why he had to plot of land, because he not a general but like a governor type beat, if that makes sense. I'm not y'all. He had an indigenous wife. He like one of the
Bink,
I'm
bink,
indigenous
binkus,
too,
bink.
I'm telling you that's what happened. Let me look so I can make sure I'm not.
Get wrecked.
See, he sailed on Christopher Columbus' third voyage. See, there you go.
He should have pulled up on Christopher Columbus. She running ones with him.
See, okay. See, I told you I was right. Okay, this is Britannica. No, Britannica. There you go. I always say Britannica. I don't know why I say that, but Britannica.
Nope,
I'm
stop
not gonna
it.
say it again.
Stop doing that shit.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Nope, stop
Okay.
doing that.
So he was on the third voyage for Christopher Columbus,
Stop
became
doing
a
that shit.
planter in Hispaniola, became a priest, ordained in America, whatever the case that means. He devoted his life to protesting the mistreatment of the Indians with whom he worked in Guatemala, Peru,
Let's rip that
Cuba,
arm off.
Nicaragua, and Mexico. His call for an end to the
Smart.
encomienda. There you go, encomienda. Okay, Spanish. She's a Spanish
Spanish.
girl now. She speak the Espanol. Okay, let me stop. But
Encomienda.
yeah, that system. See, I told y'all it was a different form of slavery. Y'all, this was like 2 years ago when I learned this. 2-3 years ago. His proposed and quickly regretted solution, the importation of slaves from Africa, was adopted, but the servitude of Indians had already been irreversibly established. His brief report of the destruction of the Indians, 1552, and his unfinished history of the Indians inspired Simon Bolivar and other revolutionary heroes. See, didn't I tell y'all? Come on now. Didn't I tell y'all? Shortly after his publication, King Charles I passed new laws defining Indian serfs. So basically, to sum it up, I'm big brain. He had kids. He had indigenous kids, because no way you find it that hard in the like 1400s, 1500s for indigenous folks when you profit off of them. No way. And I would want to meet the man, even though he probably would have been like, you a Negro, but you know. He gonna be like, you a Negro, sorry. Lamau. But yeah, you know. That's so cool.
King Zumbi dos Palmares. Yeah. I've heard of a little bit of that because I was a Soulfly fan. Big Max Cavalera fan.
No idea what that is.
He was like in South America. Essentially like South America, like Brazilian anarchist. If I'm remembering it correctly.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, Sepultura, yeah. He actually has a song, Soulfly has a song called Zumbi and a song called Quilombo.
You know what I also want to meet? I would want to, there's this, okay. So basically it's a textbook, right? And the
I was wearing a Sepultura shirt, yeah.
in textbooks, you know how they have like experts from primary resources in the textbook? So there was this one where it was like this prince. So the story goes, right? I'm gonna call him Jack, right? So Jack is a prince for an African nation, right? And his father's, no, not a prince. He's like a lord type beat, right? So he goes and tries to trade for his father some like goats or something similar to that.
Sepultura is better than
And
Soulfly.
he goes to like the place where he's supposed to trade it, right? But on his journey, Europeans capture him.
Capoeira
And
is sick.
he ends up going through like, you know, the Middle Passage, being sold and X, Y, and Z, right? But he escapes, gets captured, and is in like the public like pub and stuff like that type energy. It was put on display, and he was in like a cage type energy, and he was praying to Allah, and because he was praying, and because he is a Muslim, right? somebody notices and was like, "Hey, yo, he's a Muslim. He speaks Arabic. Hey, yo, why you have this man locked up? And he like worships the Lord." So he
Damn.
gets freed, type beat, but he has to be an
Yeah,
indentured
Sepultura
servant
rules.
for the man, and he travels all across Europe, ends up getting a whole bunch of money, going back to his home village, and guess what he ends up doing? Selling the girls to the Euros.
Wild.
I want to know why. Why would you, child? You got beat on a plantation. You telling me you gonna sit here? He was there for 3 years, by the way. He was there for like 3 to 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Like in slavery. So you
Oh
telling
my
me you
god.
gonna go through
Oh,
all of
such
that?
horseshit.
You a spectacle for the white man, and then you gonna sell your peoples to the white man? How does that make sense? How
Ah!
does that
I
make
thought I had enough time for that.
sense? And that was like at the end of his lifetime too. So he was like an old man when he went back. And he gonna sell his own peoples. How does that make sense? I read this book, Muslims in America, about the history of enslaved African Muslims, how their histories in the Americas were erased. Ooh, I want to see that. I want to see the book. I love history so much. I'm such a nerd, obviously, because I'm like,
Oh, for sure, in a monosemiotic.
book. Is that the name of the book? Okay, yeah. Okay, I found it. Is it like a red and blue book? There's a ton of traditions in Brazil that are rooted in Muslim culture, but the revolutionary history of Muslims there were erased. Yeah, because they're not Christian, bro. If you're not Christian, then everybody thinks you didn't do shit. Like, be real. Also, a whole lot of plantation records in the U.S. were kept in Arabic because of enslaved Muslims. Right. It's almost
Did not know
like
that.
it's almost like we're so big brain that y'all can't, you know. You feel me? Yo, Mortal Kombat being real would be so scary. No, cap. Let me see if I can track down the book. I might have the name a little. I mean, there is a book. I looked the book up, but it's a green and a red book on Amazon. Not a green, a red and a blue book, and it's by Edward E. Curtis. I don't know Roman numerals. So it's not. No, but like literally how much Muslims contributed to like literally any aspect of the world is like literally like not talked about actively. But that's just because it messes up the social norm and threatens power. Round 21. Fight. I'm trying to go to Carnival, bro. Come on. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the one. I dumpstered this book from a whole dresser full of books outside of a closed down library. I went to Detroit. It was one of those half-block dumpsters full of books. Devastating. What? Why throw away books? That should be illegal to throw away a book. No cap. That should be illegal. I'll say what I said. That should like actively be illegal to like throw away a book. Cause you can like if a book is messed up, you can literally get it like redone. Like there's no point in throwing away a book. That should like actively be illegal, bro. There should be laws to say not to
Right.
like fucking throw away a book.
Hundreds of gold leaf Qurans. Yeah, that sounds
What?
crazy.
That's fucking wild, bro. What the fuck?
I got one more match in me that I'm hopping off.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna hop off right now. I'm gonna watch some.
Bet.
All right.
Thanks for coming through. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm actually
shit.
just gonna give you the
Oh
freaking.
shit. Somebody's shooting.
Yeah, I hear that shit. Hold on, I'm gonna give you help a roll.
That's like hella close.
All right. I'm gonna still watch stream, but cool.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to, yeah, because I'm gonna have a helicopter over my fucking house in a minute.
All right. Well, later.
Peace. That was fucking close, dog. That was in my backyard. I'm gonna have a fucking helicopter here soon. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my goodness. It's Baltimore. It's just fucking annoying. Hope no one is hurt. I didn't hear any screaming or anything, so. My dog's going crazy though.
met in combat. Consider yourself lucky, Cole. I prefer to seize the challenge. Round one, fight.
Fuck. He dodged my command grab and command grabbed me instead.
Fight.
Damn. Bullshit. Kodo always gives me trouble though. Decent Kodals give me trouble. Let's figure out excuse me. Let's figure out who we're going to raid. Let's raid Sherry. We haven't raided Sherry in a minute. Before we do that, we'll do one more rematch. One rematch. Probably gonna hold a L, but if I win, I'll play one more for the rubber. For the rubby.
Fight.
Didn't mean to do that.
You will serve our world. Round 2. Fight.
I blocked that. That was close.
Fight.
That cost me the game right there. Alright, let's raid Sherry.